Hello everyone, my name is Saokosal. This is the part 4 of how to connect Android with PHP and MySQL using Volley. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and GitHub. In this video particularly, I will use one of my library in the GitHub. In part 1, I talk about how to set up Volley library. Part 2, how to send and read data from and to PHP and MySQL. In part 3, I talk about how to get the JSON data and put into the custom list view. In this part 4, I will talk how to send images to server. So there are a lot of things to be covered. First, you have to know how to load image from the gallery. And this one I will use one of my library, the PhotoUtil. There are many steps. First one, you need to know how to open a gallery and get the image path and load the image, and lastly you have to encode it to the base64. The reason that we have to encode it because we cannot send the physical image file to the server. Instead we have to send the data as a string. So base64 is the good choice, and we can convert anything, not just image but a video, a file, any file, and the PHP or maybe your web server will get the data and then convert it into a physical file and back end. Okay, and then I will teach you how to upload the image to the server at once, and lastly we will know how to write the PHP code and get the image and upload it, because there are many things to be covered. So I decided to make two videos of this. So I will call 4.1 and 4.2. So in this video, I will talk about the first bit, the loading bit. Actually, it's very complicated. Let's go to our project. This is the previous one that we could log in, okay, from the database. This one we get the data from the PHP. So make sure that you have the SAM or WAM installed, and this is the database. In here, customer and TBL user, and this is the username. Okay, and when you log in correctly, you go to the sub activity here, and you use the Volley again to read the data, and then as a JSON, that JSON file it is in the product here. So all the data here will convert to the JSON. So this is the JSON. Okay, and read that JSON into the Android. Okay, that is in the previous video. So if you want to know about this, so make sure you go to my YouTube channel. Okay, and you can find videos about Volley, and if you want to find more about Android, here is a good place to find. Okay, so let's go to our project, because this project particularly about the upload image is very different from the previous one. So I have to create another one because I don't want to mess around with this, because we have a good code here already. So let's create the project from scratch. So I will call Android Volley upload images. Okay, use the 4 basic here. Finish. Okay, this is the project, just nothing else but just a blank page. So before anything else, I have to show you that I'm using Android 2.0. For the time being, maybe you use a better version than that, or maybe older version. So make sure that you update the latest one. And this is the Gradle, the library there, and nothing changed much except you have 3 folders here. In the previous Android Studio like 1.5 you have only 2, but now you have over 3 folders. It's about testing the 2, but we don't need that, just need the main activity just like usual. So go here, and then I want to have a button to open a gallery. So let's grab the ImageView here. So let's go to the code, and here Android, and you can have a preview here. That's all source, and you want to get the image from the Android, so you have to call add Android. Okay, draw wall, and you can maybe gallery. Yeah, can we have that? It's not good. Maybe this one. Yes, it's a nice one. And maybe you want to have a size a little bit bigger. Let's try this. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. And maybe you need another button for uploading. Okay, so copy and paste, maybe around here. Okay, and go back again, and here I want to use the upload, so upload YouTube. Yes, that's enough. And go back again, change the image, so double click on that, and you can change the ID, and it will call gallery, and this one is IV upload. Okay, so click on that, you will open the gallery, and click on this, you will upload. Okay, so get all the image to the main activity. I don't need the menu, so just delete this. So ImageView, IV gallery, IV upload. So IV gallery, ImageView, find view by ID, IV gallery, the same to upload here. So here IV gallery, set on click listener, new, control space. Now you have an event for the gallery. Okay, so when you click on that, you can open a gallery, and the code for opening the gallery is very complicated. That's why I have to create one for myself, and you can just use that. So you go to your browser and you type github.com to solve it like this, and you will find something like this. Go to repo here, and PhotoUtil on the top here. Okay, so just hit the download zip here. Unzip it. So what you need is this zip file, and you can read the tutorial here. Okay, some help here. You need some permission for camera. Okay, if you want to use the camera. If you don't, maybe just use the photo gallery, it's fine. If you want to know it for detail, I have another video, but I used post async task. It's fine, because then in that video I focus on the camera and the photo from gallery. You go to my YouTube channel, and you go to advanced here, and you will see here Android upload image to server, and this one is the part of that. Okay, so go to your project, and click here and go to project perspective, apps, lips here, right click and paste it. Okay, right click again, add as library. Okay, so it takes some time to sync it from the the jar file. Now it's good to go, and you should go back to Android here, and you can go to Gradle, the second one. You can see that now you add to the dependency already, so you are good to go. So to open the gallery, there are two things. First one, you need to call, like here, you need to call the gallery to open the gallery intent and start the intent for result. Okay, so intent here, usually you want to go to another project, okay, but also intent, you can start it and you can get the result back. This is what you will use it here, and you need to override a method called on activity result, and in here you can grab the picture from there. Okay, so let's go here. So first you need to declare gallery photo here. Okay, and you can call gallery photo, and maybe before that, gallery photo new gallery photo, and you need to provide the context here. Okay, now that's it. Now you can use that gallery photo, open gallery intent here, and then you can assign it to intent. Okay, and then you can start activity for result. Okay, and then put the intent here, and you need a request code here. Request code is very important because it uses a mechanism that when you call it, and let's say you call number one from here, then in another method, make sure that you have the same number. Okay, so usually people just declare it as a final integer. So I would do this like this, and maybe just 4 digits is enough, so I would do something like this. Okay, like this is fine, and gallery request here. But before you try it, you have to put a permission. Actually, the permission is not required in the older version, but in the next version, the newest version, that permission will be required for the reading. So you have to use this permission and then read here, Android permission read external storage. This one will be required in the future, so make sure you have this. Okay, so let's start it. Okay, so let's hit it. You see, now you have the image, like the gallery open for you already. Now you can choose the image, and this is from the previous project. If you want to upload your image to that, you just go to this one, this button, Android device monitor, looks like the Android icon here. Yes. Okay, and make sure that you are running the emulator here, and click on this, and you go here, you will see SD card here. Okay, so grab any image you want. So now I have some images, and the image file doesn't have to be like this, like you can have a space, you can have a a capital letter. You can have underscore, whatever you want. It's a real image, so it doesn't care like the image, like in drawable here. The image is very strict, but for the usual image here, it doesn't matter. So it can be anything. So go there and here, and you see the icon here. This one is push a file onto device, so maybe a file. And this one you want to save, so let's push it. So one by one. So my project is in here. Customer image. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's upload it 5. Okay, and you have to close it and reopen it because like it have to refresh. So click like that. Now let's start it from scratch. So in Android Studio 2.0, usually the project is cached to the emulator. So if you want to refresh the project, I recommend you go to build and clean it before you rerun it. It takes so much time here, but for like simple change, you will see the difference, um, a little bit different. For that reason, Android casts the project for you, but sometimes you will see the, like the previous, code and previous project doesn't change. So make sure you have to clean it. Now let's open it from the Genie Motion again. Okay, let's go and click it again. So let's go to maybe File Manager first. And now you can see this image, okay, that we just uploaded. And gallery, I think maybe you should go down a little bit. There you go. Here is the image, okay. But when you click it, nothing happened because you don't receive it yet. So to receive the image, you have to override a method. So you have to go outside here and on activity result. Sometimes your Android Studio, the IDE doesn't suggest the method like that. Maybe you are using the old one. So it's okay. You can go to code and go to override method here. And maybe you can put the A to Z like this. I think you can find it inside here on activity result, okay, in the Android support v4, okay. It's the same thing, okay. And here now you have two things, the result code and request code. So here, if you remember when you say start activity for result, you have intent and request code, okay. So this is the request code and the result code is okay thing, So first you have to check with the result code. So if result code result okay, so this one is from the Android library, okay, like this. Then you can say that if result, now it's not big request, it's result code. Okay. If request code, this time is request code. So the request code here is gallery request, is the one that you just created, something like here. Then you can grab the data, okay. in here, gallery photo. Okay, and then you can get the you get path, but before that you have to set the uh, photo UI, and the photo UI came from data here, data, get data. Okay, now you can get a path. This one is the image that we just like selected. So let's log it. Okay. So let's create a tag here. String tag this get class get simple name. Okay. Okay. Let's choose the file. This is the recent one. Okay. You can see that this is the path. Okay. And actually the code here is easy, but the real code is very complicated. The reason that is very difficult because the path that you get is different from API version, like API below 11 is different from the one from 11 to 18, and from KitKat the 19 is different. Okay, so you don't have to write your code now, you can just use mine. Okay, now you get the image. So you want to put the image somewhere, on the layout. So maybe um, let's create an image here, but I want to add the image view to this layout programmatically, not from manually. I want to create from here. So because image maybe have more than one, so I would like to have a scroll view so that you can scroll down. So let's create a scroll view here. Maybe here is enough, and change the width here to match parent and height to match parent. Okay, that's enough. And inside the scroll view, I want to have a linear, a vertical one. So let's grab and pass it like this. So vertical one now is fine. Now looks good. Okay, you have the scroll view outside the linear. So just change the name. So maybe zoom in a little bit. I want to change the linear. We don't touch the scroll view. Scroll view is just a menu one. So I will call linear main, something like that. That's enough. Okay. So anytime that you open an image, and you will put it into the linear main. Okay. So go here. Now you have to grab the linear layout outside on create here. So linear layout. Okay. So linear main. Okay. So over here, linear main, linear layout, point view by ID, linear main. Okay. That's enough. Now this one is the path, and you want to load the image from there. So to load that, you will use one of my library again. So here, the image loader. Okay. But the image loader names it conflict with the Volley one. The Volley has an image loader as well. So I decided to create an alias called photo loader. It's the same thing, but it's different name. Okay. So you are free to use the image loader or photo loader. It's up to you. Then init and from where? From the gallery one. So maybe it's better to declare a string, and I will call photo path. Okay. here is photo path, and you need to request a size because you cannot load the whole image. You're gonna have out of memory exception. So you have to make sure that the size that you want to request is enough to fit the screen here. So usually I use like 512 by 512, and the size here is not exactly like it's gonna be 512 and 512, but it's just a request size, and it will scale the image based on your requested. Okay, and then you can get the bitmap here and declare the bitmap here, and you need to surround it by try-catch here because the image may not be found here. So you can have a nice post here, get case and context here, and maybe say error while loading image. Okay, short show like this. Now you get the bitmap, and you want to pass into the ImageView. So let's create the ImageView here. So ImageView here is not from the content. It's a new one that we're gonna create anytime that you're gonna click the photo from the gallery. So ImageView, new ImageView, and here is get application context. So ImageView need two things. Any view actually, you need the layout width and height. This one, okay. Without this, gonna be an error. So to get that, you need the linear. You can set it by set layout param here. So that's why you need the layout param. You need from the linear layout here, and maybe you call layout param. Okay, so new param here, and you have to set the width and height. So layout param merge parent, or maybe wrap content, whatever you want. So let's say you want to put the merge parent here, and another one is merge parent again. Okay, so you need something like this, and put the layout param inside the image here. It's a little bit long, the code here, and the image maybe you want to scale the size, set scale type here, and scale type usually I use the fit center here. Okay, and ImageView I usually put the padding, so 0, 0, and 10. 10 is the bottom, so it's the left, top, right, bottom. Okay, and set adjust bound true. Now you get an image anytime that you click on the image from the gallery here, and you want to add to the linear layout. Yeah, so linear layout here, add view and image layout. Okay, I forgot this one. Image view, you have to set the image bitmap. Just this one is just an image, but you don't get the bitmap. So here is the bitmap. Okay, so this is very important. You get a bitmap from here, set to the image, and the image set to the layout. Okay, so let's try it from the clean one. Okay, and grab an image. Let's try this one first. See that nicely, and maybe the one with a space. Now amazing C space. See that? Okay. Maybe grab from this one, from the gallery. It's not that good because it's from the emulator, camera just for testing. But let's try it. Okay, now it's okay. Maybe scroll down a little bit. Maybe this one. Yeah, nicely. So now you have 4 images, and you have to put it into array. You have to be ready to upload. So anytime that you click on that, you put into array. And maybe for yourself, maybe you have to have like uh, cross button somewhere around here. Then you can delete that. But I suggest that if you want to use a button like that, maybe you should use the list view, not this simple code like this. List view, maybe you can have a delete button, okay, and then re-upload it. But this one for the simple one, so this is enough. So that's it for the 4.1 video. And if you like it, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.